basically the redemption of your portfolio anytime you want. So this creates uncertainty for investor, and also basically give too much freedom for portfolio manager to deploy the strategy. So we realize in order to protect investors' interests and also build a trust between the investor and portfolio manager, and also allow portfolio manager can dedicate it to really deploying their own, I would just say their favorite strategy. We need to on Web3 to create a structure, a portfolio structure, variety of portfolio structure that can fit into basically the demand from both sides. So on the version 2, the biggest the change on the product side is after basically interviewing a multiple portfolio manager in the crypto world, and also and talking to a lot of different investors, and we think the best way to protect, to build a trust between both sides is to provide the structure, portfolio structure, different portfolio structure, and you can do open end, you can do closed end, you can invest into NFT structure, also you can do DeFi lending, any type of portfolio and structure you like, and we can provide. So the first two basics one we are launching on the version 2 is open end and closed end. And long story short, open end basically really fit into, I would just say, passive and also large type of the coins. I would just say popular coins. You can do like DeFi ETF portfolio. You can do WBTC trading portfolio, something like that. And for closed end is really fitting into the active and also I would just say active and also small token type of strategy. And you can deploy. You can decide, for example, you want to have a closed end portfolio for 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months, a year, and so you can deploy your strategy in a very smarter way.
Cool, thank you. You also actually answered the second questions that I have for you. Why did you choose DeFi asset management in Web3? So I actually saw that you did a demo video on YouTube, right?
Yes,
your YouTube version. I really like the video, and I think in that video it explains to the audience that how to set up a portfolio. I would like to ask my one of my colleagues, Grace or Tyler, could you share the link in the general chat? So some of the audience, if you want to know a bit more of how to use the design platform, please refer to that video. Thank you. My second question. I think this question maybe I will address that to Justin. What is the current stage of DeFi asset management?
Yeah, what the current stage of DeFi asset management is? Yeah, I'll give a little bit background about ourselves because we, you know, we
Sure.
said before, we were the company was established as earlier. We are a statistical arbitrager, and basically we do a lot of arbitrage in the crypto world, and especially in the centralized exchanges. But when we are going to design the DeFi asset management in the same time, and I think the first stuff is the market shortage of good underlying, because sometimes maybe we will meet some issues because of the liquidity issues. For example, like if we choose some, I cannot name the protocol, but some because we still don't have too much liquidity in the derivatives in the DeFi world. So liquidity issue is one thing, and also if we are going, and some protocol is not purely decentralized. So this is become another stuff. So if we want to do the DeFi asset management, definitely need the liquidity in the market, and also we want our product online is purely decentralized. I think this is the current issues for the DeFi asset management. Also, another stuff is like like design. Even they have a very good platform for the DeFi asset management. But we still, or they still need a very good DeFi asset management company or very reputable company in the industry. Even people have capital and design have platform, but a good asset management is still the key. I think the market shortage of very good asset management team, and we definitely need that team come up.
Thank you. Thank you for the answer. On my next question, I would like to address that to Frank. So, what do you think of the current crypto marketplace? And do you have any like market forecast for us since we're in the capital in the VC?
You mean generally?
Yeah, in generally speaking, yeah.
Yeah, generally speaking, I think it's pretty clear that we are in the bear market right now. Even though we have the peak, like it should go to what, like 1,700 bucks, but it just like comes back. It's not like reverse. So from the capital side, we definitely see it's a bear market for sure. And then we are not really sure how long will be the bear market, but through the experiments that we for like the last couple of the period, I think probably last two around like a year and a half or 2 years. So we are pretty much in the early stage of the bear market. Like from my perspective, that the market will be just take like a couple months to like to keep going down and then probably stay there for a couple months and then that's a scenario that I have. But yeah, we never know what's going there. It's like lots of things change. The I think the money are different compared with the code. But I do think it should be have the similar things before. Yeah.
And do you yourself, as an individual or as a fund, do you have any suggestions based on this, current market outlook?
Suggestions for who? For individuals, for products, or for their
investors? For individuals, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, for individuals, I think it's just like do more research. It's pretty similar with other investors. Do more research and then just be patient for the investment because we're still on a downtrend. So the best part is to find the good asset first, and when we are in the kind of the low bear market, you just buy in. But another thing that we never know what is the like the bottom. Okay, so you probably just set up the price that you think is available for you or valuable for you. For example, I think if Ethereum like under 800 bucks, we'll start to buy. So because you never know the bottom, so you just set the price right there. If it's lower than that, you just need to buy it monthly or quarterly or whatever. I think like through the experiments, I think it's the best choice for me. But if you're like a expertise on trade, you can just like earn money anywhere. So yeah, pretty much for individuals. Yeah.
Answer. And Ryan, do you have any opinions on like what is your strategy? Since you are like one of the co-founders of Solv Protocol, and Solv Protocol is also a platform that offers different kind of DeFi products. And what is your view on the current marketing, the current investment strategy?
Yeah, but firstly, I would like to echo Frank and Justin and Ryan a little bit. So, because I totally agree what Justin just said. Now we really lack of underlying assets to invest. So it seems we only have BTC, Ethereum, and some governance token to invest. And now we still need to work on some other kind of a bond or kind of a assets, a creation and some other kind of assets. So now the biggest question, the biggest problem is still about assets, the asset types. And the second the problem I think is all about like the infrastructure for people to to invest in some portfolios more easily. So now we are seeing the asset management kind of sectors are evolving. Like we can see a design kind of products really help people, empower people to invest in types, some maybe some portfolios through some very kind of a brilliant a managers. So I really believe that's the problem is not about asset managers, because if we can build some infrastructure to help the portfolio managers to earn money, and to help people to build some strategy to earn money, then I think there will be a lot of people just come out and to help people to do that. But the problem is still about infrastructure. So we don't have that kind of infrastructure to really help the kind of, I should say, those of the people are all some very brilliant managers to have very good tools to help people to invest a basket of assets. So that's the problem. I think that's the second kind of problems. But we are seeing some other very exciting products as well, like Reborn Finance. They are building some kind of strategy on the underlying assets to help people to earn some kind of stable yield, based on some other assets. So it's still something. It is also something that really help people to manage their assets more easily. So yeah, so that's my echo for Frank and Justin and Line. So for Solv, I think like for our treasury, we still haven't invested that much kind of assets, because now it seems it's for Solv, it's still very nascent, and not it is not the stage for us to diversify our treasury. Still, we need to hold our USDC for kind of operation expense. So that's something in my mind. But we are really building some kind of underlying asset type, like bond voucher, vesting voucher, and some other voucher kind of assets, to help people could have more choices on investment. So people could like enjoy some fixed income kind of assets through investing our bonds, or like some other like allocation, like a kind of assets we call it vesting voucher. So that's it.
Yeah, thank you all for your views on the current like asset management. So it's time for our first round lucky draw in the premium rewards channel. Please go to the premium rewards channel to check it. This is sponsored by Design Team. So it will give out Design Team's dream voucher whitelist spots, and users who hold more than 10 Solv are eligible to participate in this raffle. And just a reminder that we're prepared for the second round for all the members. So please stay tuned to the end of this event, and we will tell you how to get a second round. Okay. Just thank you again for your insights on the current market and also the assets. I would like to ask online the design platform. I actually pretty like familiar with some of the platforms that they offer like asset management tools in Web 2. So normally, like when they have a portfolio, and you can actually look at different portfolios, right? And then you can see the performance of every person who is like trading on the platform. And then you can choose to either follow their strategy, or or just to follow some other people's strategy that's more aligned with your thoughts. And do you also have this function on your platform? And how does that actually work?
Sure. So basically, when we design the product, we bought the idea from Web2, and also we really want to actually understand how a user slash investor think about their investing in Web3. So we actually currently our product. So I think the one thing I want to highlight is for decentralized asset management compared to the Web2. There are three things we believe are quite advantages. The first one, I think, as an investor, and you'll be able to really invest into different type of decentralized asset management portfolios anywhere, no matter where you are, and no matter how much money you have, as long as you have a crypto wallet, you'll be able to invest. And the second part is basically for portfolio manager, also lower the threshold, allow the portfolio manager to participate and create their own portfolio globally. Any type of investment you like to do. And third, I think, which is quite important currently, because what happened recently to a variety of the companies in the crypto industry, and the people want trust, and the trust from portfolio manager. So the one thing I think a decentralized asset management protocol can play an important role here is basically to provide a very transparent and a secure way and for investor and portfolio manager. And everything, because every asset is on chain, and every transaction, every investor can be seen by everyone. And so every basically requirement from the portfolio structure will be very clearly written in the smart contract. In this way, to protect the investor and also protect portfolio manager and build a trust in between. And so you can basically invest just like on the Web2. You'll be able to invest directly into any type of portfolio on design platform, and it really depends on the portfolio setup, the structure the portfolio manager chooses. But in general, and you can basically invest into any portfolio manager you like here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And what is the biggest challenge now for you, during this bearish market? And how does your team cope with it?
I think on the bearish market, to be honest, I think it's actually we're short of the personnel to really to advance quickly. And we are very lucky, I think, for decentralized asset management, especially asset management. I think there's an old saying, during the bull market, people like to buy tokens directly. On the bear market, people like to buy to invest into portfolios, and especially right now, I think the fixed income and structured finance product and can provide people a very steady stream of the return. So, for example, like Solv Protocol, you guys actually are building a bond voucher and a fixed income product that is greatly needed in the industry right now, in crypto industry, especially right now. And for design protocol, we provide a really transparent and secure way for people to invest. And we actually also going to launch, also working with Solv Protocol later on, a variety of the fixed income structured finance products. We can find a really great yields right now from DeFi world. Many of them actually, for example, I can give you a couple of examples we plan to do later. We will provide, for example, like leverage staking Ether, twice or three times leverage staking Ether, because as we all know, there's going to be a great transition for Ethereum network from POW to POS. And currently, the staking can offers about 5% yield, but later on, the number gonna goes up to 9 to 12%. If you do a twice leverage staking or three times, you'll be able to actually get a 20 to 30% return on bear market. And also, if you short ETH future, you basically can create a strategy and portfolio that allow you to earn 20 to 30% no matter what happened to Ethereum, the ETH price. It's a pretty awesome product. Similar thing, for example, right now you can actually get a pretty good yield from the DeFi lending, DeFi market making. And so we do intend to provide all those different type of investment products for the people in the crypto world, working with different partners. For example, like Ryan, Solv Protocol, and also Justin as a metrics, and also like Voucher Capital. So if you ask me a question, the biggest challenge right now, I think it's just short of the people to really advance the business.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely would like to see that our bound voucher or other products that showcase on your platform. And I think you said just now you're talking about like partnerships with Ryan. Is there like a specific timeline that we can expect this to happen? Let's say in upcoming few months.
Yes, we definitely want to actually, we plan to launch our mainnet probably beginning of September and also in beginning of October. And then we're probably gonna basically gradually work with different partners to launch the products. Yeah. So yes, we can expect by the end of this year, we'll have some really awesome products with us, right, so critical and for the audience and the investors.
Amazing. Yeah, looking forward to that. So the same question I would like to ask Justin. What is the current dilemma or like current challenges that you're facing, and how does your team like cope with it?
Thanks for this question. I think the current dilemma is, we are transitioning from the centralized changes to the centralized finance to the decentralized finance. The reason why we want to do the transition is because we see the more opportunity in the DeFi world. And the dilemma, because the first dilemma is, we needed to do the transitioning, and the process is very, I think it's painful, for high frequency trading team. The second dilemma is, it's not dilemma for us. I think the dilemma for the whole industry about the market making services, because we want to provide liquidity in the decentralized world, and also we want to build a little bit as a management product for this world. I think the dilemma is how to balance our obligation and rights in the market making services, and it's a long story for the market making services, because if we want to provide liquidity, always we will have inventory risk. The question is how to hedge your position. Either you need like very large token options, or we need a structured product. Right now, because a lot of things happening, because automated market making, this product is reshaping this industry in the market making services. So we want to very quickly adapt to this product and take advantage of this product and provide a better market making services. I mean, when I think better is more transparent liquidity, more economic, and we want to standardize the services in the market making. So I think right now we just because we know the ultimate goal and the ultimate way. Right now we are convincing a different project to be our partner and give our the rights to provide liquidity for them. And also we are going to show them why we can provide better liquidity in this ecosystem.
And how many projects have already worked with to provide liquidity?
Right now, the liquidity provider, we are very close with some decentralized exchanges. One is called Injective Protocol. We are the top market maker in that platform. And also we are the biggest trader in Izumi. It's a V3 type AMM. It's very similar to the Uniswap V3, but they changed the algorithm. And I think this is very promising. And because, the AMM, like V2 type of AMM, for example, like Uniswap V2, it's not capital efficiency. I think this is, it's not very capital efficient. I think this is the bad way. But in the central exchanges, for example, like old book market making, people can use very small capital provide liquidity. But the question is, when the market is very volatile, some market maker is gone, or the liquidity is gone, so nobody can guarantee the liquidity. For V3, I think it sits between the old book and the V2. It's both capital efficient and it's very the liquidity is very consistent. So we want to take advantage of this liquidity, and also we want to use that liquidity to provide liquidity in the central exchanges, i.e., the old book liquidity. And we can do the different type of upcharge and like that, and provide a very very continuous and stable liquidity for the project.
Do you think the security is still one of the biggest concerns in this sphere?
The security, I will leave. When you're talking about the security, you mean the like the risk of the protocol?
Yeah.
For sure. We're not. We want to leave that question to the people who are willing to provide liquidity in the AMM. We just want the project put some liquidity in the AMM. We don't want to. We don't want to have this type of obligation. We can guide them to provide the liquidity there. And our main battlefield to provide liquidity is still in the old book.
Okay, understand. And Ryan, could you comment on because Justin just now mentioned Izumi Finance, and obviously maybe some of the audience don't know, Izumi actually worked with Solv Protocol. They were one of the first bound issuers. Ryan, could you tell us a bit more of our partnership with Izumi and what is the milestone now?
Yes, I'm quite bullish on Izumi Finance. Not just because they are our good friends, but also I think Uniswap V3 is a really kind of very good innovation which allow anyone to just customize their market making position on their products. Now, but the main problem here is that not everyone can has their kind of ability to decide their kind of the best kind of market making position, what was the appropriate price range. So so that's what Izumi doing. So they just help a lot of projects to they help the projects to raise capital and then take those of the capital to do market making on Uniswap V3. So yeah, that's why they call themselves as a liquidity as service. So and that's also the reason why they take our bond voucher solution. So they take this solution to raise tens of millions of dollars and then take those of the funds or which is a say proceeds to Uniswap V3 or like Easy Swap and to those of the DEX to do market making. So I think it's something very organic because let's say they raise $10 million and then they can earn maybe 30% APY. And why not to offer a maybe 10% or 15% APY to the people who would like to invest the bond? So that's a win-win kind of solution for no matter for Izumi Finance or like for the bond investors. Yeah, so yeah, personally, I'm so excited about this kind of about Izumi Finance because they are doing something very organic.
Can I add something?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Yeah, because we are also the Izumi partner. Asymmetric Technology is also Izumi's because we invested in them earlier. But we both see the bright side. And I think right now the taker, for example, I will give some background because for the people who provide liquidity there, the trading fees they can gather is always from taker, right? Right now the market is shortage of organic takers. So I would say like 90% of the, especially for the big coin, like a very like BTC or ETH and BNB. So the takeout is always from the upcharge side. So who can provide very good like high frequency taker strategies can benefit these people who is having who have their liquidity inside of the AMM. And because we just want to improve our algorithm, so we did some experiment when we lower our threshold, we can have much more trading volume, which will make Izumi maker generate much higher APR. If because they have much higher APR, and that will attract more TVL. So I think this is a very good circle. But I think the competitor is definitely from like Pancake, because the market right now is I don't think a lot of liquidity or taker there. It's I cannot say this is a zero sum game, but they need to be very competitive, and the taker need to be very competitive.
Thank you for your insights. Before I ask my last few questions, I would like to give out the second round of our raffle, which is supported by Solv Protocol, our own team. We'll be giving away some Solv vouchers to our community. So everybody can have a try, and please join the reward channel to check it out. Okay. I have one question for Frank. As a a VC, and do you experience like some of the projects now during this bearish market? Like they need some extra support. Do you actually, as a fund, provide them some extra support?
Yeah, definitely. Because I think in the bear market, the most important thing is like to develop your product, to have the new innovation comes out, and if you want to do that, if you want to touch the next trend, you have to follow up what is the newest thing on the market, like what is the other guys do. So I think that's important for us as a fund, because we graduate with other entrepreneurs. We do out all the training on the market. So we have also insight on that inside of entrepreneurs. To kind of something on product itself, on the company own operation. So I think what we can provide is we gave a more big picture to the entrepreneurs. We help with the strategy. We can give more insight. We can tell them like, okay, this is the market. Market are going this way. So which could be a better direction to go, combined with the project and the development of the industry. So I think for us, beside the money, we can just get more idea or the suggestion from strategic and like innovation side. Yeah, pretty much.
You said like constantly changing the strategies. As I know, like I think most of the VCs are not very prudent when it comes to investing in new projects. But still, they are looking for the ones that early stage they can invest. And for your fund, what types of project you guys have your eyes on? Like, is that still like GameFi, DeFi, or NFT? What is going to be the future investment outlook for your fund?
Yeah, for us, we are pretty open minded because I think one of the biggest things should be infra, because if we just go through all the way from 2017 to right now, 2017 is a big explosion of the public chain, which is the infra. We got like Solana come out from there, Near from there, Polygon from there, everything from there. And then in this circle, we do have lots of like innovation and companies come out on that side. We have GameFi, as you said, we have DeFi, we have metaverse, everything. So because of those like the app requirements, so I believe in this circle we will have like a better version of the infra come out. So infra definitely to be one of our biggest um, directions to focus on. And based on besides that, we are pretty open minded for like DeFi, for NFT, for financial products, like more complex, because as far as
Ethereum 2.0 come out approximately in year two, the gas fee will be lower, the latency will be better. Then we could just put like a more complex uh, strategy on chain, which probably create more like different financial products. So I'm really looking forward on that. Yeah, and other than that, it's like metaverse DeFi or anything new because through the circle we never know which direction have to be the biggest one until it really got it. So you for me, I just basically follow the trend to see the innovation on the market and just think about it. Depends on my thought. If I think it's useful in the future, if I think it's valuable in the industry, we will get it. So, yep.
Thank you, Frank.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody, for your answers. Before I close today's event, I would like to ask, like everybody, keep a prediction of where this price will go. Let's say by the end of this year. Let's look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do you guys think it's already hit the bottom, or still yet to come, or we're gonna see a bounce back in price? The reason I asked this because last week, Solv Protocol, our team, was actually attending the event in Paris, the ETH Paris blockchain event. During the event, we still see, like a lot of builders, a lot of projects representing there, and Vitalik is also present at some of the side events. If you're speaking to the people, you still can see, like they're very enthusiastic of this industry. They're not talking about price at all. They're just building the other fundamentals. But I think this question is just to, like to maybe just to see if our prediction is right or wrong. Because everybody, when you're investing in something, of course, you do want to see the price going up. But in crypto, as we all know, it fluctuates a lot. But I just like to ask you guys: do you think we already hit the bottom, or where the price will go? Maybe let's start with Ryan. Well, Ryan, what is your prediction for the price for Bitcoin and Ethereum?
Yeah, I think we are seeing the market starts, really rallying. So yeah, I still believe that the macro won't be so horrible, so bad. So I think maybe we can wait for maybe half a year, and then the market start to showing its kind of a. I think I still bullish on this market, and I think maybe we can still wait for half a year, and then we will see. Yeah. But I will leave this question to like Frank. What do you think? Because
Frank, what do you think? Do we hit the bottom already?
Yeah, because I think I already answered this question like in the first question. So I definitely don't think this is the bottom because I think one of the things you said already, people are still enthusiastic about everything. That's not the bear market performance, right? In the 2019, 2020, we just barely died in the office. We see nothing new, and it's just like Bitcoin just lie on the $3,000 for like a couple of months. But I do think it's separately, like for the crypto industry, I definitely bullish on that. I think it's the future, but in the price, this is not a financial suggestion for you guys. But for me, I'm looking forward Ethereum go to $600 to $800. Bitcoin goes around 12 to like 14K, probably not Q1 or Q2. So that's my going thought.
Okay.
So we're definitely not in the we still have a long way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Frank, for the note. This is no way this is financial advice to anybody.
Yeah.
It's just we are just discussing this for fun.
Yeah,
And
just
Justin, what is your take?
clarify.
Yeah, just to clarify that. And Justin, what is your take on that? What is your prediction?
I definitely don't think that the BTC or Bitcoin hit the bottom, but I want to say everything is about a number. So when we're talking about the bottom, we always calculate or analyze the distance to the bottom and the distance to the upside. So if this is very, I mean, for a lot of very good project, I think the downside is limited, but the upside is unlimited. So I would say this is hit the bottom. I think the BTC hit the bottom. That's my take. So I think people should take a look at a lot of like Web3 infrastructure, a very good DeFi project. Don't just limit your site to the BTC and ETH. I don't think it's nonsense. I think it's nonsense. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, I personally would like to see more like asset management tools such as these that allows traders to invest in portfolios and strategies of other participants. And finally, I think cryptocurrency optimism and the people who embrace the industry will only be sustained if new market entrants can easily participate in crypto asset management tools that provide traders of all skill levels with a simple and a more centralized location to manage their investment, as well as like a clear path into the ecosystem. So thank you guys for your insights on today's topic, and thank you for all the participants. And I hope that we will see you next week on Tuesday at the same time. Yeah, thank you everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.